huge container of pre-workout to either like some rodents or some like cockroaches or something.
You're gonna be responsible for like jacked rats.
You're
Master
gonna be
Splinter.
jacked. It's gonna be Master
But
Splinter.
did they
Splinter.
open the bucket?
I mean,
Probably
they
spill it
can
open.
chew through it. I've seen it happen before.
Yeah.
It's just straight down a hole.
If there's
and I was
sugar
like,
in it,
it's in the
then
ground.
they will do that.
Yeah. Well, Master Splinter's
Sure
coming for you,
there
dude.
is. It's
Hey, everybody! Welcome back to Wayward 7! My name's Will,
It's
forever game
Shredder.
as always. And we're talking about Ethan accidentally starting Master Splinter somewhere in Oregon. Anyway, so moving on before we start tonight's episode, we got another good one for you, I hope. God, please. The guys to my right have something to say. Hey! Welcome back, Liam. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm here.
Hey, today I really hope is July 26th, because if not, I don't know, guys. I'm not all there, but if it is, then that
We
means
didn't- you
today
have to
is
tell us
National All or Nothing Day.
That's right. We're going all or
We're
nothing.
going all
Give
in
us all your money, your houses,
through
and-
subscribing
And your love.
for free,
Okay.
and all your love, and also all your likes and comments. And ring the bell. Just do all or nothing, you know,
Yeah.
but don't do nothing, because
Okay.
that won't help us at all.
Your firstborn child.
Okay, well, we're going to get to the other side before Liam starts making more demands. Hey, ladies, how you doing?
Hey, we're good. This is just me giving you nothing.
Yeah.
But if you want to give it your all, you can also follow us on social media at the
That's
Wayward
great.
7 on Instagram.
We just
TikTok,
improv that.
on. Yeah.
Her wrist.
We also
We can
improv
film
that.
it.
Yeah.
Are we gonna edit that high five in post?
Wait, hold on, hold on.
Editors.
There we go.
It's still a little off.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
I'm left-handed.
I cut from them, so we're going to save us all some trouble. I think if anybody else has anything else to say...
We love you so much. Oh wait, no.
Inspiration, Liam.
All
You
or
can
nothing.
start inspiration, all or nothing.
We
Anybody?
love the audience so much.
We do. So stay tuned. Let's roll the intro.
She was a. You know me. She was a. I was walking down the street when out the corner of my eye I saw a pretty little thing approaching me. She said, I never seen a man who looked so all alone, and could you use a little company? If you could pay the right price, your evening would be nice and you can go and send me on my way. I said, you're such a sweet young thing, why you do this to yourself? She looked at me and this is what she said. Oh, there ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. I got bills to pay, I got mouths to feed. There ain't nothing in this world for free. Oh no, I can't slow down, I can't hold back. Oh, you know, I wish I could. Oh no, there ain't no rest for the wicked until we close our eyes for good. Not even 15 minutes later, I'm still walking down the street when I saw the shadow of a man creep out of sight. And then he swept up from behind, he put a gun up to my head. He made it clear he wasn't looking for a ride. He said, give me all you got, I want your money, not your life. If you try to make a move, I won't think twice. I told him you can have my cash, but first you know I gotta ask, what made you wanna live this kind of life? He said, there ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. I got bills to pay, I got mouths to feed. There ain't nothing in this world for free. Oh no, I can't slow down, I can't hold back. Oh, you know, I wish I could. Oh no, there ain't no rest for the wicked until we close our eyes for good. Yeah. Well, now a couple hours passing, I was sitting in my house. The day was winding down and coming to an end. And so I turned on the TV and flipped it over to the news.
It's yours.
Look, what are you talking? What are you talking?
Yeah, they're
what
talking
you
about an
talking
episode that hasn't come out yet, a Battle Royale, where our guest star Ben yells in Kratos' voice,
Kendrick! Drop another diss track and my life is yours!
That is worth mentioning.
Pretty perfect because he actually does the voice of Kratos.
He does it. He is the voice of Kratos
the voice actor.
in God of War
Oh,
2017.
So the next, as opposed to Norse gods,
Yeah.
the next God of War is going to be taking down all of the rappers.
The rap god.
Oh, God of War, rap God of War.
All right. You guys have some great ideas. If you don't have inspiration, take it.
Nope, let's go.
Done.
Did you say God of rap
No,
God?
I didn't. But
Well, that's why I gave it, because rap God is a reference.
Rap God of War.
So, now that we're done with that, last time we left off, the party barely survived quite the explosion as Icarus, Gwyn, and I think that was it, had quite exploded. Whereas Nistani and Bedissa had somehow, Bedissa negating it fine, because mechanics in D&D are fine and balanced. And Nistani escaped with just a bit of life left.
better than others can say.
Better than others. So,
I'm bleeding out and drowning.
we'll
Right
get
next
there.
to you, buddy.
So, the party was awoke at the bottom of the mountain, down in the kind of shallow lake area. Bedissa pulling up as many as she could. Eventually, everybody was revived, and they were discovered by, surprise, surprise, the local enforcements. However, the enforcements had a bit of good news, as one of them they knew. Eilwynn, the Drake Warden from Izumi, was also amongst the others patrolling the site looking for survivors, and they were apprehended after some minor scuffles. But some went quietly, some went with a unconscious body, and they were taken aboard the ship. I don't know what's wrong with them. Yeah. Camera's not on them for a reason. So, they had a discussion. The captain came by, and the revelation had come out that they were all wanted criminals, the Fourrunners.
What?
That they better have some good explaining to do and some good excuses. And they had a pretty interesting one in that supposedly one of these monsters of the Frail Moon, which Eilwynn has encountered loosely before, should be arriving sometime tonight. So they went back to the fortress, right there, kind of at the base of the mountain that is Nakamachi, and prepared. They sat and waited and waited and waited until eventually time slowed down. The creature that came out was unlike any before it. It was a construct. It was violent. It was unstable. It was pulsing with energy, chaotic, and was a bit of a berserking creature, whereas the others were fairly different from this one. But with some good rolls and some exploiting of weakness, the party was able to defeat and end the creature before it could kill any of the other guards or any of the other party members, supposedly. We'll see, there's still some death saves to roll. But that being said, Chris got the final blow on the creature, jamming the sword that he had borrowed from Eilwynn into the opening caused by the cannon blast. And battle was over. But as we pan to the rest of you, let's double check that old initiative real quick, and we'll see what happens.
Wait, no, I don't.
I was gonna say, do you have it on hand?
No, I had the demigod.
That's okay, because I got it. So we'll start at the top of the round.
Yeah.
Gwen. Death saving throw.
Okay. Love that from me.
You do have advantage.
Yeah.
Sorry's on deck with.
That's a 2 and a 4.
Well, if you have inspiration or anybody else does,
Yeah, I'm gonna use my inspiration.
there you go. That's what it's there for.
I don't know.
Wait.
You sold the
please,
dice.
Hold on. Here you go.
Roll.
All right, 16.
I can't
16,
wanting to
success.
work.
Icarus,
Hey.
You conscious or?
I am.
Okay.
Dog.
I'm
So-
not entirely sure how or why. I didn't watch last week's episode, but I
Audience
think I got healed. I'm pretty sure.
We're taking
So
away that
Icarus,
inspiration.
you are standing next to the construct as Chris jams the sword and is kind of about to fall off the side. Badissa, covered head to toe in the black powder she used to explode right in front of it.
She's in black.
Conscious. You see Nastani, who is flying off to the side. You see several of the guards, specifically Steeb, who are just like on the side of the
Sounded good, Steve.
But you see Charlie, who is directly down the bastion wall, who is
Still my heart.
bleeding out, but seems to be fine for now. You see Gwen, who is just floating in the puddle. So what are you doing, I should ask?
Is Eilwynn is
Eilwynn is also unconscious in the puddle.
Face down.
okay.
Are you face down? Are you face down?
No, I fell
No.
off the top of a wall.
No, you are
Either
not
way,
face down. You are not face
if
down.
he is, either way, I'm gonna go down, make
Okay.
sure he's not face down,
Sure.
and try to CPR or stabilize.
Okay, go ahead and make a medicine check.
Fire jumpsuit apparatus.
We'll see. This might end up killing you.
Well, what'd you get?
5.
5? Okay. Wasn't a natural one, was it?
No.
Okay.
No.
That's all. I mean, you know. There's failure and then there's, like, killing. But you flip over Eilwynn, so he won't fail
There's
at that
failure and there's
save.
malpractice.
So, Icarus will say that's your turn. Koji. Koji pushes himself out of the water and kind of looks about.
on the shoulder.
The Drake Warden, who had shot it point blank with the cannon, looks up, runs over to where you're at, Icarus, and pulls out one of his healing potions. Going to give it to you, Eilwynn, and do a whopping.
Is he baby birded? That's
Yes.
like a thing that me and Koji would do sometimes.
No, it's not.
Stop adding more in.
You get back up to 8 hit points.
Yeah!
So he does that, and he's going to toss the other one. Is anybody standing by Gwen? I think Gwen's
I
on.
mean, she was close
I'm right
to.
next to-
She was close to
What's his
Eilwynn.
face?
Now,
Okay, then he'll just move over and he'll use the other one.
he looks at Gwen, throws it away.
Real.
Gwen, that is also 6.
Cool.
Or sorry, 8.
8?
8. Okay, cool. So Gwen is up. Is anybody else unconscious, or is everybody up?
Charlie.
Charlie.
Are you unconscious?
No, I didn't get hit.
Oh,
once.
okay.
Yeah, Steve will go over and
Hey,
heal Charlie
girl.
because they.
That's how I like
don't
to
use
hear.
anything. And everybody's kind of, I'd say, recomposes themselves. So that will end initiative technically.
Now can we loot the bodies?
Yeah, if you'd like to.
Yeah. I want to.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
start patting down Eilwynn and see what I can do.
So you pat down Eilwynn, he awakes.
I would like to inspect the
This is the most
construct
physical
body.
touch I've gotten since my wife died.
You hear, boop, boop, boop. I'm okay.
I'm gonna go pick up Chris.
Okay, you go pick up Chris, who's falls over,
Oh, poor guy.
unconscious.
He's so sleepy.
Buddy.
Um,
I'm like,
He needs a
But you
nap.
go over to the construct. What are you trying to do with that?
I kind of want to look at the machinery and just like, because this body hasn't disappeared like the others happened to kill it.
Yeah, that's significant.
Yeah, I want to inspect it, see if there's anything that looks different from the other machines we've seen, aside from it being, you know, from the moon. Hylia slipped out a little bit there. I don't know why.
Can I be a part of that?
Yeah, I just kind of, I want to see if there's anything.
I'll either let you guys make an investigation check or an insight check. And of course, you can either trade it off. One person does it with advantage.
I'm better at insight than I am at
Let's have you do insight with advantage.
Okay. This will get you a different than your investigation. But
17.
17? Okay. So, as you look at the machine, it is sputtering this kind of black ichor from the internals. It seems to almost be bleeding. But as you kind of round towards the kind of long, kind of sharpened face, you kind of watch as the head twitches a bit towards you.
I reflexively hit it as it does.
Yeah. Yeah, you push it back and it kind of, the head kind of lulls to the side. and you kind of see the hand had died, or started to die, clutching the core in its chest, as if it was trying to remove it.
Can I remove the core?
You want to try and take it? As you look down into the kind of ichor that is leaking over it, you see that it is still intact. This large opalescent crystal, about the size of a very large egg. Double terminated quartz in a way, so 2 pointy ends. And it's kind of has this mechanism that is just like freely spinning, kind of like a gyroscope. And it is trying to rip that mechanism out of itself, or at least it was in its final moments.
Does this the core look familiar at all?
Make a religion check.
Ah! Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm there by now, right?
Yeah, you guys can all be up there, sure.
Do I recognize it out of like the
Stories.
well stories or like what I found in the library at the Citadel? Like would it have to be the right one of mine? I guess is what I'm asking.
Okay. Make a religion check with advantage.
Okay.
What would you get this time?
16.
Looking at it, you are somewhat bewildered. I will say something that catches your eye is that it seems to be otherworldly, as it just kind of freely is still moving around, just kind of fidgeting. 9. You get the sense that it must be connected to all of this somehow, but whether that's connected to the rightful divine, this ancient cult, or whether it's connected to something else, you're not sure.
Can I still try and remove it?
Yeah, you can.
Can I help?
You can. I will let you make a sleight of hand check.
Can I help him
do it?
Sure.
Well, okay, this Donnie would know. She's like, Dad. You're the dad of the group.
19.
19. Icarus, very carefully, with Nastani's help, you slowly pry the hand
Holding
away,
the flashlight.
kind of in a death grip, kind of bending and breaking the fingers back.
Handing him the Allen root.
Taking out the dagger, you cut what cords are connected to it, and just pull out this crystalline gyroscope. And as you do, you notice that the oil that's kind of seeping out, it just slides right off of it as it just kind of spins. Which one of you is holding it?
I guess.
I am.
Okay.
Realistic. I mean,
Yeah, sure. I didn't know if you guys both take it out. Who's taking it?
Oh, I guess.
we'll fight over it.
I have
Who has it?
Me, I guess.
Okay, sure. Nastani, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Sorry, I got little tattles.
21.
21. Okay, that's pretty good. So Nastani, as you hold it, you feel your metallic hand start to kind of sputter and move without your input. And as you do, you kind of pull the robotic hand away. The senses calm down for a bit. As you hold it, the crystal seems to have stopped spinning and is now pointing directly at you.
Let's put it away.
Okay.
Just put it in there.
Oh, wait. Oh, God.
As you go to put it in, there is a sudden jerk from the crystal, and you watch as it pops out of your hand and hits the ground and starts to roll away.
I'm going after it.
Catch it!
I would say,
Get that crystal.
What is a
Can I try to catch it before it hits the ground?
Sure, yeah, make a dex check.
Okay.
This is the funniest sequence of events.
This is like the.
We're like, oh my God, what is this?
the-
Oh my God.
The Chef Boyardee crystals.
Aww.
Sorry.
Chef Boyardee, it's for
24.
No, Chef.
24.
Sorry.
Icarus, you catch it,
Sorry.
and it seems to fidget for a minute, and then just kind of slowly goes to just its top spin.
it doesn't care when I hold it.
It's because
I'm
you don't
gonna-
have a robotic arm.
I'm gonna put my.
Or is it more related to the crystal connection?
I'm gonna touch it with my flesh hand.
I mean, you've touched it before. You touch it. It's warm to the touch.
It's still spinning.
It's just, yeah, it's kind of just gyrating.
Poke at it with my robot arm.
Poke it, same thing. You can't feel that it's warm because it's a robot hand.
Just.
It's the first time you realize you actually can't feel anything out of that hand.
Like,
Yeah. Hasn't mattered up until now. Yeah.
So are we gonna
So it
stare at the
doesn't
crystal,
wanna
or
go in the bag?
It seemed to try and avoid the bag.
anyone I would ask what is up with this,
well, I know.
it's dead or unavailable.
If I just put it in my normal bag.
You take it and open up your satchel.
What if we
Close
just
You
call
still feel
Taylor
it
out?
Is it alive?
Make an insight check.
What if we just call Mr.
16?
Literally just said his name.
I would say it doesn't seem to be acting like a living organism. It definitely has some automation to it, though.
Would this be similar to whatever Tylea is?
Would be mitigating to try and talk to it.
You can talk to the ball gyroscope if you want.
It's like
Oh,
they
are
already
you
think
saying
you already
like
think
an
I'm crazy.
8-ball?
Just like,
Yeah.
I've
Ask
been
again
watching the
later.
whole time, just like 100-yard stare. And just
Wait,
Yeah, so while that's going, Koji, hand on your- you okay, man?
I think I just saw my wife flash before my eyes.
Your
your
wife?
wife?
Charlie's head perks up. Koji's hand.
Inspiration.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I was really close. I just feel like that was a really life-changing experience.
First time dying.
Life is a balancing act, man. You know, I just feel like I might have a new lease on life.
Koji's like, kind of like, pull your head back and looks. Did you get hit?
Life's too short to worry about that, man. You know, such is life.
Koji. Alright, man. You sit down, and we'll go find you another healing potion.
Don't you go bright and go seek, alright?
I passed Koji the healing potion.
Hey, man, drink up. Just take it easy. Hey, Captain should be back soon, so. You know.
Should be fine.
Do you want to. I'm gonna let you explain it. Sound good? That old wife.
You think
Yeah.
he's in a state to do so?
Koji turned. Well, this was all his idea, and shockingly, it was the right one.
Okay, alright. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I was just going to say we can explain it. I still don't like you, but I feel bad for you.
It's a mutual
Yeah,
hate.
Icarus's bag is. I don't like you.
Chris over my shoulder.
Yeah.
So we don't know what this thing is or what it does. You know what I'm about to ask, don't you?
What are you asking?
Can I pull out my lute?
Sure.
Can I play a couple tunes?
I'm sorry, I'm just imagining we're just like we're looking at this strange core. You're in like shock. We just killed this thing and she just like, please sing out this song.
Go ahead and make a performance
Not
check,
really.
Gwen.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
yeah.
You
It's-
have advantage.
Oh, okay.
We have our sending stone. We could ask Khalees a few things.
Oh, I was thinking about Mr. Hiroshi.
We're gonna ask the man who
Not-
banished us, essentially.
Hey, he was answering all of our questions before.
The man who tried to kill us.
I doubt he would answer us.
Ooh, 17 plus 5 is
23.
No.
2.
2.
I was thinking of the 3 and I switched it.
22.
Great job, William.
So Gwen, as many things are going on around you, you kind of stop, pull your lute, and just kind of pluck a few, just a simple melody, and you watch as the bag that Icarus has starts slowing down.
Art imitates
If I
life.
hold it.
You pull it out. You pull it out. every time Gwyn plugs a string, you watch as it rotates in a different direction. It seems to be recognizing the music.
So am I just gonna perpetually have to play to keep it calm?
Aw, it needs a lullaby to go to sleep.
Alright.
Oh yeah, it's just moving.
Oh, I was just curious about carry on.
Yeah, good. Good find as always, Gwyn.
Who knows what that'll lead to?
Yeah. So, it has been a very long night, and in the distance you can see dawn beginning to break. However, you also see several ships. With them, the large lightning drake and the green dragonborn, your commander, crest the horizon. As they approach, there's a bit of a observation as they all kind of look around, seeing the destroyed cannons, the battlements, the blood, the chunk of Gwyn floating in the water. And you see as the lightning drake kind of moves forward, you hear a voice. Ellen! Show yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You pop up.
Yeah.
So, you recognize your commander.
Mm-hmm.
Commander Dracivix, as he goes back and forth, looking at the small destroyed barge, looking at the cannon. Are you saluting? What are the rest of you doing as this happens?
Nothing. I'm sitting against the wall. I'm trying to rest.
Nastani salutes as well because she doesn't know
Yeah.
soldier protocol.
So you guys at the top of the wall kind of watch as the drake kind of looks about, kind of pulls it over, and you watch as it bounds up and on top, and just kind of sits upon the top of the drake, crosses his arms. Large green dragonborn, part of the snout kind of replaced by this porcelain prosthetic. Looks down at the rest of you. Well, isn't this a surprise? Not only are you not being interrogated, but it would seem you've been let out and armed. Eilwynn, I suppose you have some explaining to do.
I slowly start taking off the weapons that were given to me. Going.
Medusa drops the swords.
I am standing like definitively, identifiably like at ease.
Yeah.
Like, I would say the majority of the time, Icarus sort of makes an effort to sort of hide the military background, but like right now is like very definitively, intentionally at ease.
You watch the commander kind of gives a whistle, and the other guards who are up there kind of salvaging with you guys kind of walk over and right, and kind of like puts one hand on your shoulder, Icarus, one each, and kind of just like, sorry. None of them, aggressively, but they're all kind of now, you are once again prisoners in this situation.
Nastani puts her hands behind her back just to kind of.
Gwen's sitting like with her back against the wall, her hands on her knees, her sword is sheathed. She's not.
They kind of just stand by.
Come on.
We know the drill.
Okay, not gonna fight it this time.
Okay. Yeah. So,
You fool me once.
You caught me in a panic moment last time.
Fool me
Dracivix turns to you. Quite the group.
So we've been told.
Yes.
Sorry, my bad.
How could anyone forget the notorious Fourrunners?
Oh, I hate that name.
We're the Wayward 7 now, but
Don't tell them that!
Oh, my bad!
Gracing us with their presence.
Also,
Where's
there's
it
not
goes?
4 of us.
Chris is here.
Chris is there.
It is.
Okay. It appears, judging by the situation, you've earned an explanation. A moment to explain yourselves. Though, I find it curious as your capture and probable execution was announced but a few days ago.
What?
Silesia.
Oh.
So, go on! Gesturing for the top of the string. Tell your tale.
Tonight, as in all things, we have endeavored to act in justice for what is right, to protect those who need protection, and to fight off those who would do them harm.
Yes, but I fail to see how that plays into the killing of King Egil.
Oh, we were framed.
Yes, I'm sure, with the murder weapon.
I have an explanation for that. We were stripped of our weapons before we were framed, and when we were trying to get out of that situation, we had no weapons, and we fell with the king, and I actually was trying to save the king, and I couldn't save the king, and I pulled the sword, and so it was figured, well, at least we have a weapon.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Okay, well.
She's doing a really bad job of explaining what happens.
I am not lying, though.
In the all or nothing scope, would we put that in all or in the
Depends on this roll.
Not bad.
I would put it
You said
all,
persuasion?
but the scope of
14.
good or bad
14.
on the all scale. Slash.
that was a chaotic all.
Let me rephrase.
Confusing all.
Explain to me why, and I think you've at least earned that. Why I should not pack you all up and send you to Cilicia with a bow.
We made sure that that I point towards the construct didn't go there, and I point towards the town.
Danger was on her wife's. And they could have ran for their wives,
What's this commander's name?
but instead decided to risk wife and limb and bride in plain sight. We got a clean spouse here. There's a lot in the way.
You see, those of you who are kind of watching Eilwynn talk, see Koji behind.
Is this the commander or general?
This is the commander.
Commander.
Yeah, make a. I don't know. Do you know much about Mizumian?
No.
Yeah, that's not what I thought.
I didn't know how to address him. I didn't want to say commander and he's general and he's upset. Excuse me, sir. Have you noticed within the past recent months, like, the full moon kind of being odd?
I am charged with protecting the central countryside, so my concerns are not with the moon.
That is fair enough. Well, I kind of don't know where to go from this.
Everyone should be concerned with the circle of life.
That's called a ring.
Inspiration.
Finally!
Circle. I'll give it to you too, Liam. I know you want
Yeah.
it. You've written 18 wife jokes.
There's more.
I know. The 20th.
We've also been responsible for saving. We prevented an assassination of a people.
You just see the commander.
Prevented.
Commander, in all my studies of history, there has never been a country to wage a war, make no change to the war cabinet, and then not proceed to be warmongering.
A spouse divided.
That look. You couldn't see it.
Editors, clip that.
I trust you are aware, in the First Continental War, Scarvia had a elevated position in the Cilician government and was heavily involved in the offensive, attacking, trying to take over Cross. She maintained the same position for a lengthy amount of time, and now we are slowly learning, has been developing plans to pick up where she left off, as it were, and continue an attempt to overtake the continent. We've been caught up in her web as pawns in her scheme for a great amount of time, and she used us as a way to eliminate the greatest obstacle to her ability to take over all of Coal Hall. That was King Egil, the bastion of hope and peace. With him gone and us framed for it, she was able to then push her narrative, turn the common people as well as other nations' governments on her side against us, find a faux common enemy. I say foe with an X, not like F-O-E, but
We are the foes!
fabricate a common enemy to then unite the continent against this common enemy being us, and then step in as everyone agrees to unite under her and never let them go.
This is all quite thought out, but what evidence do you have?
Well, you know already, as I said, that Guardia was heavily involved in the First War. She pushed for the offensive, the invasion against Ross. You know she's still there. What reason have you to think that she would change? You mentioned already that there have been reports coming from Cilicia that contradict with the truth that you see in front of you. You heard not days ago that we were captured and set for execution, but here we are across the continent. Clearly not captured in Cilicia. If she's sending you false reports, what reason have you to trust her?
I do not think the reports were false. Simply, if you've recently escaped, you're on the run, you could have failed your attempt and decided to leave. No, what I need from you is something physical.
We have someone physical. Relationships or friends.
No, Callisti.
We don't have her.
She's in town.
No, she's not.
She's not in town, but you did save her.
Oh, I know.
I have...
I have the phone. We could call her.
We
What if
could
we just
call
call
her.
Taylor?
You can't put it on speakerphone. It's in your mind.
Let him call her.
I don't think he knows her.
You guys having this argument right in front of him. He's just...
I will produce the Protectorate seal from Callisti.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You pull that
Oh,
out.
that's much better.
Takes it.
We still
Eilwynn
got a call on our
Callisti.
phone.
The left hand of the sovereign.
I know her well, yes.
Shut up.
Where is? Wait, he doesn't know her. Look at him. He doesn't know Callisti.
She knows us, and theoretically would be able to vouch for us and speak to our honesty. We've been through hell together.
But she was the target of the assassination.
Yes.
And she's alive.
Very well, then we shall send letters, and if she can verify this story, I suppose we have a greater...
Alright, give him the phone.
You get... Okay, you give
Yeah.
him...
You have 25 words.
25 words.
Takes it. Okay, this will expedite things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all for expediting things.
Well, also, like, she specifically said she's laying low. I don't know that she would have responded otherwise.
Oh, you're right.
Well, we'll
see.
find out.
We'll see.
Ghost would like to know, we probably wouldn't be helping out government if we were on the run.
Yeah.
If we were captured and they let us go, we would have just, like, dipped out of there. But we didn't. We're honest people.
Yeah, we're not
Sound like-
assassins.
None of us are.
We're not current assassins.
Ah!
So, you kind of see as he takes a second. What languages do you guys speak?
I have the crown on.
Okay.
Well, does that mean you can hear what he says? I think that's reading.
Auryn,
Means you can understand.
Common, Cilician, Thieves' Camp.
But I understand Common, Draconic, Elvish, and Flip.
Common,
Wait,
Elvish,
no.
Giant, Infernal.
I have more, so wait. Primordial and Abyssal as well. And Undercommon.
Okay, well, he's speaking Undercommon.
I understand that anyway.
So, if you can understand it, you can understand it. But essentially, gives a simple greeting and then proceeds to ask about the Forerunners and their involvement with her. And as he kind of sits there for a minute, turns his head a bit, looks down at you, looks over to you. Tosses it back.
I need to call my dad later.
I caught it. It's in my pocket.
You see
I threw
him.
you a
I'll
rock.
give you. I'll let you call him when we get it
He
recharged.
just gives me a fake rock.
He looks towards the others.
Detain them.
Did she not say?
Bring them in for questioning. You too. Koji, Eilwynn, take them to the interrogation room. The rest of you, start cleaning this mess up!
Can I get the seal back?
He just has it. So,
They wouldn't have let us.
I would say, what's everybody's passive insight?
Passive insight.
Insight? 12.
15.
Okay.
0.
Okay.
Oh wait. Passive insight.
Yeah.
15.
15. Okay.
Sorry.
Not really sure what's going on, but there's been a very big change in his demeanor. So,
Yeah. He's meaner.
yeah. So, are you guys going willingly, I should ask?
Yes.
Yeah, cooperate.
Okay.
You can run.
No. No.
But you can't bride.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at like these two, see that they're cooperating. Look at Vanessa, see that she's cooperating, and I'm gonna cooperate
Okay.
this time.
So, you guys are shackled once again and taken down into the lone turret of this bastion, where kind of down beneath the kind of flooded area where kind of water is streaming down on all sides, there are some simple chairs and a table kind of set up. Koji and Eilwynn, you guys have taken people down here for interrogation before. You sit them down in the chairs, cuff them. You guys sit at the table. Koji kind of, well, I'll go get the commander. You gonna be good with them?
Mm-hmm.
Eilwynn, you need potions? You okay, man?
I'd love some. What potions do you have?
Go find something.
I'm really, yeah, that'd be cool.
Okay. Charlie's
Yeah,
trying.
go get them quick. Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. Yeah, so he leaves. 2 minutes later, Charlie walks in. Come here.
His mind's
Give
in
me
a white
hands.
I give him a hug.
Gives you a hug back.
Thanks, Charlie. I'm
Yeah.
sorry you're bleeding so much.
Yes, okay. He will cast Cure Wounds on you. Let me go ahead and get the where's my D8s?
I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me. But you gotta have friends.
Shut up!
Koji comes back.
Yeah.
I actually get a muscle this time.
Alright, with the combined healing, he's going to give you a good, nice, even 20 love points.
But you gotta have friends.
You're almost up to half.
Shut up down there!
Sorry.
Scream Steve.
Steve!
So,
Is your mind in a white spot? Rough spot?
life for the way.
That's gonna be me.
Listen, I don't know what it's like to be married. I'm only 121.
You should be married. by
You
now.
can drink.
Yeah.
And she doesn't.
I don't. It tastes weird.
I didn't say you had to.
I like tea.
So here's the deal.
Okay.
I'll say, go ahead, you make an insight check for earlier.
A deal? I've done plenty of those. I
With
don't need
advantage.
to. I'm good.
16.
16. Okay, that'll just hit it. You can tell that the commander is up to something.
Yeah.
He obviously needed to talk to them in private.
It's actually Kanzoku! No!
That's about what you can infer from that.
That's his name.
What's his name?
You just call Kinzuku up.
Oh.
Because you already used it.
No, I know. Okay.
I've got a bad feeling.
Oh, okay.
I think that, I hate saying this, but if you stick around and wait for what's coming, they might come down here and tan your bride.
I really don't know what you were saying at this point. Do
You can lie to me if you want.
You guys are chained down to the
Right
chairs. You have to listen.
But I just want to remind you that that bride does come before the fall.
I don't know what you were saying!
Live win reaction.
So, do you need to talk to someone? Are you okay?
You need to talk to me right now.
About what? What would you like to know? I will tell you anything. What would you like to know?
I need to know if there's anything about the connection between the person you just mentioned and the captain.
Callisti?
He said he did not say that there was anything positive. He just said that he knew her.
Callisti is the left hand? The second right hand woman, I guess.
The second right hand?
I don't know!
My
I don't
wife
know.
had a second right hand.
We're actually talking. Okay, cool. I guess she's the left hand woman of the sovereign. Of, Celestia.
I'm gonna just assume that she wasn't his bride and joy.
I don't know. I've just met this man.
Yeah.
Hey, nobody said that him talking to us in private was going to be negative.
He's a Drakewood, though, isn't he? That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. I'm one too.
Yeah, me too.
Woo!
Wow.
I knew a warden once.
So you did, war hero.
Now look where you are.
Well, this was always Gwen's fate.
This is familiar. This shouldn't be familiar.
When you hear the familiar steps of somebody walking down the dungeon stairs.
1,000-yard stare.
That was cold.
The door opens and the green dragonborn kind of ducks
What are
in.
you doing?
Well, Fourrunners.
5.
Never tell me to be quiet again.
I think you misunderstand your own name. The label you gave yourself.
We disowned it.
Did you have a head
We're
injury?
trying to rebrand.
I can tell.
Someone break out the ukulele. We have an apology video to film.
Change.
No.
Eilwynn, hit them with another one.
Please, continue. My wife is in your hands.
Eilwynn,
You left us alone with him for
you
fun.
had that. I basically softballed it to you.
You'll go next time, champ. It's okay.
Okay. What is this about? I don't understand.
Shuts the door.
Oh no.
Latch.
Oh. He's locking us in here.
So, I had a brief discussion with Callisti, and she said some interesting things. Namely, that one of her advisors, or one of the advisors in general, attempted to assassinate her. She verified your story in what little words she could.
Sorry, we couldn't afford it.
We don't have roaming data.
Yeah. Everybody just in their chair like, how many one else can we get?
Limited texting. Ooh.
Yeah.
We don't have international calls.
Out of minutes.
Do you have one? Equip.
Oddly, no. I don't. Not this time.
Well, when
this situation.
Yes, well, do tell me your involvement with the Fourrunners.
Really funny story, actually.
Make it quick.
Well, you see, my brother. No, I'm kidding. Well, I just kind of joined them one day. Wanted to travel, explore my own being. I didn't used to be an elf. I was a dragonborn. I was bard.
Let me ask you this. How do you know them?
I joined the race with them.
Midway through?
I guess, yeah.
So what you're saying is you were not one of the ones originally scouted?
I don't think so. I don't think she intended me to be a part of her plan.
And yet, the sword on your back says you've gotten yourself involved.
Yeah, I told you that plan earlier.
Yeah.
Not the smartest, but
Good.
okay, cool.
Icarus. Go
How'd you
on.
get that?
Tell me your involvement and reasons for this.
Can I get a vibe check on this guy?
Yeah, make an insight check.
Yeah, roll for 5.
Yeah. I appreciate the commitment to the bit. You already have inspiration.
Roll for vibe.
It's about immersion.
Yeah, no, yeah. Well,
17.
17.
5.
He's not necessarily hiding anything. He looks like he is trying to get an honest, truthful answer out of each and every one of you before he passes his judgment.
Alright, we'll do honest, truthful answer. I lived for a lengthy amount of time as an outcast and exile from my own country. I traveled wherever the wind took me with my only friend at the time, Rena Devaris, and we came into Ross shortly before the start of the Champion's Pursuit, and being manipulated by my own brother disguising himself from me, he convinced us alongside Nastani and the former owner of that sword to enter the Champion's Pursuit on his ticket, him as our sponsor. He gave us some information we needed to be more successful because it was important to him that we win the race, and so could be granted the audience with King Angel. His terms were very specific when we agreed to race under his banner, that we would get whatever gold prizes there were, but the audience with the king would be his. That was from the outset because that was his goal from the outset. We raced, we ran into Gwyneth on the way, her and her brothers. She left her brothers to join us. Her brothers were later captured by the advisor who attempted to assassinate Callisti. We killed him later. Her brothers, I think, are still not safe. It's unclear.
Undetermined.
They're home with a 7-dog.
In the course of the last few weeks to month, I've found out that I cannot trust my family, my country, my government, especially not my brother or his direct superior, Lady Praeris Garvia. I have continued to live on the run as an exile, but this time with the government actively chasing me, sowing lies and webs to trap me and frame me for their crimes.
And let me ask you this. During this adventure, did you ever attempt to gather evidence, proof, documents, anything to attempt to prove your innocence?
I would say we've made attempts. We've been largely foiled at every turn. We have books from hell. We have a CD if you want to play the...
I think you guys do not have it.
I thought we did.
Oh, we don't have it?
It exploded.
Oh yeah, it's fine. We have other ones.
That's a real
We
shame.
listened to a CD.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Alright, well, we've got the books
That was
from
not a
hell.
bag
Do
of
we have
holding
anything
things.
else?
Crystal.
Oh.
Not really. The ones.
Ah, shoot. Alright,
It's labeled Herb's Box of Secrets. It's all the scrolls and stuff that were on the back of, like, the snake. That's what I have it labeled as.
I have a handful
I
of
have the big
marbles.
feather from the worm thing in hell.
Yeah. Stuff you guys have just been collecting.
We had the wine.
So yeah, we have
Yeah, we have the wine from hell.
the wine from hell, we have the books from hell.
Oh, we also have, well, I don't know if that'll do anything, but we have the magic books that Herb studied from.
Yeah. We have the amulets, but I don't know if that would be
I have the
good.
sword,
feel like
and
that's
the
more-
demon in my sword can tell you Periscarpia was one to hold the sword.
Yeah, we've got multiple demons that'll vouch for us. If we're
Anytime we have tried to gather
to be
evidence.
clear, if you could tell, that was not in character.
Yeah. The devil is your only advocate. Yeah.
Inspiration.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I mean,
good.
anytime we've tried to gather evidence to prove our innocence or lack of involvement in this, it has always been foiled or been destroyed, or just someone else has intervened and causes that to just not work.
So, what was your plan with coming here then?
Our friend was captured.
Yeah, our friend was captured. I don't even know how we made it to Kinzoku's mansion in the first place. Herb just said he could sell cars, and then we were escorted there. That wasn't our initial plan.
Yes.
Also, we were here hoping we could learn something, figure something out of where to go from here. This is Nakamachi, and it has always historically been a wealth of knowledge. And my main hope was that we could get some.
We were hoping to go to the libraries to gain knowledge. I just basically said what you said again.
Knowledge of what?
What we can do to prove our innocence.
You wish to go to law school?
No, not well.
Yeah.
Past wars, any strange occurrences with the moons in the past? I don't know.
We were given a warning that our friend was captured here. So we decided, aside from this being a pool of knowledge to dip into, we could also try and save our friends. Failed on the second thing, and technically failed on the first thing because we, yeah.
Well, let me just paint the situation for you so we have an understanding of how I view you and how you are.
That's fine.
You are a group of fugitives responsible for killing one of the most beloved rulers in these lands.
He's giving us his perspective.
No, I know.
And you've been on the run, making attempts to kill others. You've been captured and labeled, and also many have seen, many eyewitnesses for each account. And you show up to Cilicia to murder another very powerful leader. And then you come to Mizumi after that attempt and murder another one. However, the only piece of evidence you've gathered has someone vouched for you. So, I have been told in 2 days' time I will be receiving some information that will confirm part of your story. And I'm afraid the other part of that will have to be you earning my trust.
Can I offer you some? Just a food for thought. If we started our assassinations with a king, why would we go lower than, say, Periscarpia? Why haven't we attempted to assassinate Periscarpia? If we've already killed a king, why go lower than that?
Who's to say she wasn't next on the list?
They don't know our strategy. That wasn't. I wasn't saying that in game, guys. Just to
Dastani,
clarify.
great.
I am the bad guy!
I'm just saying that's a rather large leap of strategy for us to go for a king and then go for somebody that's lower than First Guardian. Per se.
If I may,
Don't.
If you're about to talk
it
about
feels
your bride,
like this conversation is taking on a life of its own.
Okay, well,
Is there a
But-
point with this?
The one piece of evidence that's sitting out in front of your gate is a repeating event that I've seen happen twice. Something is coming, and this group are the only ones that I know that seem to understand a way to stop it. That is evidence on your doorstep. If you can explain away where that machine came from and say that they did not just save this town, then I say you can say they haven't earned your trust.
Well,
you can't just have in that boy.
I suppose it's good that Eilwynn's here to talk for you, as I receive nothing but mostly positive reviews.
I haven't done anything but tell the truth.
If I may
They
add
have
to
not
that
caused
to
me banter.
support what we've told you, Eilwynn and all of the other guards who helped us defend the city, who are all still alive, by the way. That's a big win. They can all confirm that this creature literally appeared out of nowhere. One moment it was peace, and the next moment they were in the midst of battle. Guardvia and some others are able to some degree, manipulate the fabric of time. And as insane as it is, Eilwynn and these soldiers can attest to it, something doesn't line up. It's the same thing that she did when she assassinated Egil, stopping time, killing him, and then framing us for it.
The men have all vouched for you. This wild tale you told turned out to be true. Callisti has vouched for you. Your lack of evidence, though, concerns me. And more importantly, the discovery of Kinzoku's body concerns me.
What do you mean?
Amongst the rubble, we found what remains of him.
How? Might I ask, how is it confirmed it to be his body?
The outfit matches his attire, the hair, what remains of it. Seems that he was bludgeoned to death before getting caught in the explosion. So, do explain away that part.
He disappeared before the explosion.
So, when
with
we
our friend.
when we were at Kinzoku Mansion, whatever he calls it, his maze, a few things we found out is that he is a part of Pyrrhus's plan. He has been for years. He has been creating any invention she has asked. He has been making it for her. And at the end of our test run, as we can put it, we met him in this magic amplifying room that he had created. He had our friend tied down. We were trying to rescue them, and before we could get to them, Kinzoku, in this magic amplifying room, cast delayed fireball on the room, on himself, on his mansion, causing it to explode. It's a miracle any of us survived. None
So
of
he
us.
killed himself.
Yes.
No.
No.
No, he
No.
disappeared
He's not dead.
before.
No. He disappeared with our friend. He disappeared with our friend, leaving us in the rubble of his mansion with the destruction of the delayed fireball. I mean,
Was there another body?
there actually were several bodies from, not several, there was the body from another part of the mansion. It was some, were they mercenaries? there's mercenaries who were working in his mansion, and one of them, we found their body. I have his journal and his family's crest. Can I have permission to pull it from my bag? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, hold. Yeah. This is the journal and his family crest of the body we found in the mansion.
So he flips the pretty big point to bring up.
You know, Hiroto's loyalty to the Emperor is fairly absolute. He's been a paramount member of Mizumi society for some time. Him and his family dynasty. But I have no record of this.
Closes the book.
And the crest is a familiar one, belonging to one of our own.
I'm sorry for the loss.
Well, that is evidence.
You may note in everything that we've told you, and probably everything that you've heard from anyone else, never one time have we claimed to be smart.
That's correct.
Yes.
We're riding out our dumb luck one day at a time.
Yeah, you just see the eyes just kind of flick over to Chris. He's like,
The picture has never been painted as pretty.
I was smart before I did the deck of many things.
Unfortunately, I cannot outstandingly prove your ineptitude to plan.
Oh, give us time. We'll prove it.
So, you've put me in a difficult spot. The easy thing to do would be to, like I said before, pack you up, Silver Bow, ship you off to Ross, let the Huskarls deal with you as they wish, or back to Mizumi. Higher up, maybe the Emperor will have something planned, or Cilicia, maybe you want your body returned to your home.
Can we do community service?
There should be a flag, an indication to you. The right thing to do is never easy. The easy thing to do is rarely the right one.
Nice.
yeah, inspiration if you don't have it already.
Keep stacking up.
Must.
Make a persuasion check, Icarus, with advantage. I'll give you advantage.
We're really big on method acting.
Hey, I have a question.
Yeah.
Can we have been long resting or short resting during this?
Short.
Okay. Just want to get that.
It's been like an hour.
Okay.
Separation.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I think we'll take the shot.
Use inspiration.
Yep.
Got it.
It's barely worse. 4. See, that's better. 24.
24. Okay. Commander Tricifix looks at you.
Wise words. So, let us say I will think about it. The right thing to do. And here is the compromise. Eilwynn, you seem to need a distraction from your personal life.
If I'm honest, everything around me seems so much larger than life.
Yeah. You are to be their ward for the next 2 days. I am to hear back from my scouts in Cilicia, my envoy that I sent to witness your trial. They should be arriving soon and sending word sooner. So, Eilwynn, you will watch them for the next 2 days until I hear word. And in the meantime, let us say I want to trust you. Let us say I am hopeful that you're on the right side of history. You're going to need to prove it a bit more. Some dedication. Take these 2 days to prepare. I have a task for you. You will complete it, report back to me, and then we can get in more serious talk about your story. About this moon and eclipse.
It's up.
Well enough. That's all we can ask for.
Oh yeah. Grabs it. Yeah. Grabs it. There you go. Looks at Chris. Slides open the lock, opens it up, and you kind of see Charlie's.
Uncuff them! Eilwynn! Do treat your guests with contempt. And,
I can pull my loot.
I'll swallow my bride.
that's what I was waiting for.
Probably shouldn't.
Shakes his head, walks out.
Charlie
walks
thing
in.
I love.
Charlie walks in, uncuffs her guys.
Sorry, I might have.
Gotta say, my heart is bursting with pride for the way you guys handled that.
Thank you.
I didn't like you before. I really don't like you now.
Does the impersonations
Okay.
that Charlie do help, or do they make it worse?
Steve walks in. Hey,
Hello.
Commander wanted me to drop these for you. Said buy equipment, appropriate equipment. And he just puts 2 large sacks on the table.
Gwen, like,
Here, when you look, gold.
Oh, I'm the treasurer, I guess.
Well, I'll hold one.
I can hold it. I mean,
I'm fine with you being the treasurer.
60,000.
Ward
60
tax.
total.
Ward tax. I'm gonna
You get
take.
30.
What'd you say?
This is a ward tax. I'm taking.
You
100
get
gold.
paid by him.
I'm taking 100 gold.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Ward tax. You are still. in
I would draw
handcuffs.
my.
No, we're not.
No, we're
They
not.
uncuffed us.
Put them back in handcuffs.
I've already put both
You see-
bags in the bag of
See,
holding.
Steve just like raises his hands, walks out, and Charlie just kind of like,
I draw my sword.
No.
are you drawing your sword on him?
No.
Are you getting
no.
aggressive in the dungeon again?
Please don't.
Well-
But can I like intimidate him?
You're gonna go like,
Yeah, like.
make an intimidation check.
Here you go. I'm gonna give him 100 gold.
No, I was gonna. 16.
16. You kind of see Charlie like the keys fly out and just catches him.
Charlie, do that impression of whenever you're not this dumb. All right, Charlie. Thanks so much. Thanks.
Anytime, boss.
Yeah.
Inspiration to Charlie.
You didn't even have to give it to him. He wasn't gonna do it at the dice.
Well, you guys,
You feel a cold gauntlet hand on your shoulder, and just see Badissa who leans in. Please don't make this worse for us. Please, can we leave?
Yes. Fine. Only because you asked nicely.
I don't know about you guys, but I could use a drink.
Okay,
Yes.
because I gave you the 100.
Chris, drink.
Because I gave you the 100, can you please stop with the jokes for at least an hour?
I think it's brain damage, not a joke.
I don't know if he knows he's doing it.
You know, just
I won't say any jokes.
okay, Eilwynn. Just be quiet and look pretty.
I can't. My wife looked pretty.
Oh no!
Wow, Nastani, you sent him into a spiral.
I like
I
to
said he
imagine-
looked pretty.
It's time for drinks.
I like to imagine Eilwynn's wife is just at home.
Yeah, she didn't die when she was drowning. She just like
It was like one bad pool accident. She was
It
fine.
was just a traumatic experience.
Charlie saved her and
Yeah.
it's fine.
It was fine. Yeah, no.
That's what he said.
A good ending.
Charlie's okay with
You
making
have
jokes.
unlocked the good ending.
It's literally just like whenever you're like, you're on the
I
job.
have a tragic backstory too.
You have to be gone for like 2 weeks at a time, so you just make him impersonate your wife.
She lives in a different city.
You guys would know her.
You guys wouldn't know her. Okay,
It's
so.
my wife from
Alright.
Canada.
She's the steamboat.
Where's Canada?
So, you guys are let out of the bastion, and you're kind of standing at the base right there, the Thammakmachi. If you would like to head up towards the city proper, you may.
Yes.
Drinks.
Let's shop.
Can we sleep? Please.
It's 8 in the morning.
I will sleep at 8 in the morning, please.
We had a short rest. We'll be fine. We just
Some
gotta-
of us need longer time.
Okay.
We're not gonna get into
Interesting.
combat.
We're doing exactly what he told us to do. We're gonna go get armor and weapons.
Okay, fine.
Yep.
Fine.
On it.
Okay, so.
And alcohol.
I don't
Yeah.
think
I
that's
was,
what the money was for.
I was cuffed during that official short rest, but
If that's what your tax is for, I am all for it, buddy.
Okay.
Get legit. Get legit in here.
Alright, so, you guys heading up to the city proper?
Yes, please.
Alright, heading up to the city proper. It's a pretty large and spiraling city that folds in on itself several times going up the side of this mountain. You see kind of off in the distance, the crowning jewel of the city is the massive kind of academy, this large castle-like structure, very opulent and...
That's one of the statues of the guy.
yeah. That's actually right at the front gate. There's one statue of somebody...
It's a statue of knowledge.
Yeah, and there's just beams of light.
Oh.
Yeah, it's magic. So, that's canon.
I feel like Medusa would go up to him and go,
But
Chris.
as you enter the more opulent city, the capital of the Central Lake, or the Lower Lake, I should say, it's fairly nice to what you've seen. Icarus, it's a bit too leveled here and there for you. It's
Well,
kind of
fancy
it's no basilica. It's not as big for sure, but
my city is bigger than your city.
the modern improvements, I should
Any
say,
city is as big as
What?
Basilica, if I'm being honest.
the modern improvements there are quite nice. There are the kind of while the city is, mind you, kind of on the hustle and bustle about the Kinzoku explosion. You do notice that things are still kind of, despite that, many people are still going about their very busy days here and there.
Life goes on, man.
Life goes on, and
Oh, yeah,
people in the city have
life goes on.
negative inspiration.
Thank you.
Now I'm down to 2.
So, let me check one thing.
Is Godwin here?
Would you like to guys go look around?
Yeah.
Yes, can we find Godwin?
Shop?
Yeah, if you guys got go look around. If you want to show them around, I mean, you've.
Yeah, I know this spot. First, we're getting alcohol.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you taking the group for alcohol first, or
There's just a liquor store right here, and I know the guy.
probably?
He holds some bottles of his own kind of brew, and I'm just gonna get 3 of these. And okay, I mean, like, that's how much gold?
Are you wanting like 3 kegs?
No. Just like 3 pocket flasks.
Okay, 3 pocket flasks. That'll run you 3 gold.
All right.
Mark that off. So, okay.
Does he have any water?
Probably, yes.
Replace one of
Yes.
those.
If you're on a lake, people do have water.
We're good at that.
We're good at water.
There's a lot of boats here. So, you stop by the liquor store on the way up, grabbing a few flasks. Anybody grabbing any alcohol while you're there?
It is
I don't
8
drink.
in the morning.
Okay.
I don't drink.
I'll be fine without it this time around.
Carrying Chris on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm like pulling him out like by his tail. No.
What's
No.
left of it? Yeah. So,
Canonical
Wait, he has
leash
it back,
kid.
right? 'Cause he
yeah, he's
reaches-
just a little crispy.
Oh, okay.
So, heading up to the top of the
He
city,
releases the
or
tail.
city proper, it brings you towards the city center, where the gates to the academy are. There are most of the kind of markets. This is the market district for more or less. But around here, what are you guys doing? Where do you want to go?
Godwin.
Does Godwin have a shop here?
Well, maybe. Godwin. God.
You can't miss
Godwin.
him. He's a genie.
Jin.
A
Godwin?
djinn.
Godwin? Sounds familiar.
I think Godwin. Well, there's this spot that I always heard about. I think it's over there.
Okay. So go ahead and make a perception check for me. I'll give you advantage for your home turf.
What's that?
You have advantage.
I did it twice. That's gonna be a 22.
22? Yeah, easy enough. You've heard of Godwin's. You haven't really been there yourself. Most of your gear is provided by, the Drake Wardens, or you've acquired it in the capital,
Yeah.
where things are typically better. But
Sometimes people wear these blouses that say "Got wind." I don't know, but that sign is up there too. So
Yeah.
I guess that's what they were talking about.
Godwin's Emporium. You recognize the the shop sign.
I go in. Godwin!
The store is empty.
Hello.
There's a faint jingling as the door kind of opens and closes. That was not a D20. Okay, that's, very perceptive, this guy. And there's kind of mist begins to fill the room
Whoa.
as kind of a vortex begins to swirl, and then the massive blue genie.
Grand entrance there, buddy.
Yes, thank you. And
Wait,
Godwin.
hey Chris. Godwin is stunning.
Hello.
Sleepy Chris.
Chris is he's just a little sleepy.
And you.
Yep. I'm in charge.
Right.
This is Eilwynn.
Yes. Eilwynn the Sober, I take it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
What brings you into my shop?
Well, we came to see what. We
came
came
to
to
see
do what
you.
shoppers do. Shop.
Well, good. I hope you brought some gold this time.
Yes, we did.
Yes.
Well,
Well,
what are
last
you
time
looking
we tried,
for?
My luck didn't work out.
Can I see your rings?
You come to rings.
I want some jewelry.
Does he have rings in
Rings.
stock here? Not looking good on the ring section. Let me double check. Let's see if he's got anything in the back. But it's not looking like it. Don't think there's anything in the shop. Stop. Let me open it.
He's been overtaken by a demon.
First time.
Yes.
for the demon or for Godwin.
Okay. Okay. He does have one ring. A ring of mind shielding.
We don't need that. We have those.
Well, we do have the ambulance, yeah.
Yeah, not for everybody.
Chris and Herb.
Okay, yeah, but like if someone's
Someone-
reading Chris's mind, like
They're
that's-
not meant to mind.
Fine.
Herb might need one.
You ever heard the song Blank Page?
Yeah? Okay.
I feel like he has like
Blank Space is the song.
Yeah, it's also worth mentioning that one has a price tag of 12,000.
Jeez.
How much did we get?
60.
I feel like he has like Yoshi's Garden playing in his pocket.
Yeah.
Or like Wii Shop
About
music.
something to wear.
Yeah, I was
Oh.
gonna say,
Mara, please.
is there something good for a barbarian to wear that's not gonna affect my armor?
Well, unfortunately, the whole thing depends on you not wearing armor.
Did we
About
figure out
that.
what's the
I know there's
thing that
something.
the commander wants?
The commander said wait 2 days.
Wait 2
He,
days.
he said buy something appropriate.
Buy something appropriate for
Which means
weapons,
cover up.
armor, that kind of stuff.
Oh.
But in Godwin's shop, there's some studded leather armor that's pretty nice, some hide armor,
That's what I need.
some plate armor.
Right.
There's a scroll of mage armor, which would technically work.
That was a bad
Um,
one.
But it wouldn't.
I mean, it'd be a one-time use, but
Yeah.
you'd get mage armor. There's some studded leather armor of lightning resistance and a studded leather armor of necrotic resistance. Let me check this. There's that's not armor, but that is a shield. There is a sentient shield. Plate armor of fire resistance. Yeah, right.
Sentient shield.
A sentient shield, yeah. And half plate armor of radiant resistance. It's all the armor in stock today. There are other shops if you guys
Yeah.
wish to go look
I
around too.
don't know if I'm interested in armor. I know you guys can after if they're interested in armor. I was curious about like circlets or
Okay.
amulets. But if you guys are interested in the armor, do that first.
any cool swords for Bedissa?
Swords for Bedissa.
Want some cool...
There's a cool
Katanas.
hand axe. There's a trident.
Also,
There's
we
a
should probably
lance.
get a weapon for Chris while we're here. 'cause
There is a
he
great
does have
sword.
nothing.
He has ring swords.
A
I
knife.
know.
Yes, a little
A
pocket
butter knife.
knife.
He needs like an actual weapon.
Yeah, he does.
A very expensive great sword, but it's pretty cool.
That's
What does it
Chris's
do?
style.
It is a great sword of warning.
Was it?
It,
I've seen Lord of the Rings.
yes, you have, and it's the same.
Specifically for orcs or
Nope, just any
danger.
Danger.
That might actually be nice. How much is that?
It's expensive. It's 45,000,
That's a lot of money.
but it also has a +2 enchantment to it. So
Do we
it's
want
basically
Chris
a
getting
+2
that? Every
great
weapon
sword.
he has had, he has gotten it taken away.
in Minecraft.
Can we also put returning on this one? Great sword.
Yeah. Every
Trident
weapon
has
that Chris
returning,
has
sorry,
gotten,
guys.
he has gotten it
Does the
taken
trident have
away.
returning?
Or he's thrown.
Oh.
He's thrown.
Yeah.
Oh, well, actually, I did not read the trident.
If the trident has returning, I say give that to Chris.
Yeah.
He-
If he's
we give him a
efficient with
boomerang.
martial
I have a
weapons.
boomerang.
It
in
is
my
a
bag.
trident of returning!
Can Chris use tridents?
Yeah, most people can.
I'd say we.
How much
what's,
is it?
how much?
Okay, the trident's pretty expensive. It's, let me double
Is
check.
it more expensive than the
50,000?
warding?
It's the same price.
Oh, okay.
45.
So we could buy that and the ring of warding. That's what we could buy with the money we were given.
But keep in mind, Godwin's a pretty high-end shop.
Yeah.
You guys can go look somewhere else
Yeah.
for like a more local.
Yeah, we could get a more local weapon for Chris.
Yeah.
But I mean, that great sword of warning would be pretty cool.
Great Sword of Warning is pretty cool because it also gives you advantage on initiative. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Do you have any crossbows that do that?
Trident. I think it's just the trident. No. The lance is also a warning lance. It's the lance and great sword.
Circlets, amulets,
Circlets.
anything. Maybe I want a crown of my own.
Circlet.
I don't want to share my crown.
Let's check
It
that.
would be the company crown anyway.
I have a
I have
hat.
a very long list. Forgotten. It's very long.
Stop.
It's
I
the
gotta stop.
best
I gotta
list
stop. I
you've
gotta
ever
stop. I
seen.
gotta stop.
It's the best job you've ever
As you go to
seen.
look for the wondrous items, flipping through the catalog and looking through the display cases, the first section of wondrous items you see is dust of sneezing and choking,
It's dirt in a jar.
an ivory goat, a filter of love,
Jar of bees.
no jar of bees.
Oh.
No, nobody wanted them, so I'm taking them out. Prayer beads of wind walking, and look at this item. Oh,
Owen takes down his second flask.
You only have 3!
a parrot of health, which is an amulet. Which, just so you know, because it will say it on the case, you are immune to contracting disease while wearing the pendant. And if you have a disease, it suppresses the effects. So,
That's all it does. Okay.
Disney.
What is the ivory goat?
I like the ivory goat. Ivory goat's a Tony item.
Tony
Oh,
takes one
gosh.
of Elwyn's empty
So
glasses,
specifically, the
fills them with
ivory
water.
goat. It is a small sculpture of a goat. It's very intricate, very detailed. It's the best. It's great. It's small, but it's great.
It's just a little guy you can put on your pant.
And let me see. I think it's 3 goats stacked on top of each other.
Are they
So-
wearing a trench coat?
No,
trench
they're
goat?
just kind of all connected. Like you
That's
you
pretty
see
cool.
that you can like take them apart, like stack them in different ways. But one is kind of labeled the goat of traveling. The goat of travail, and the goat of terror.
I call that one Mr. T.
But essentially, the goat of traveling is the size of a riding horse, and it has 24 charges. And each hour it costs 1 charge. So, and you can use it to while it has charges. You can use it as often as you wish. When it runs out of charges, it turns back into a figurine and can't be used until a week has passed. and then it regains all its charges.
Wow.
It is a little mount. And the other goats that come with it, Travail, becomes a giant goat for up to 3 hours. Once it's used, it can't be used for 30 days. It is a giant goat that you summon. And then the Goat of Terror is a giant goat for 3 hours. The goat can't attack, but you can remove its horn and use them as weapons. One horn becomes a lance, +1, and the other becomes a longsword, +2.
I think
Removing a
this
horn
is what Chris needs.
requires an action, and the weapons disappear and the horns return when the goat reverts to a figurine. In addition, that goat radiates 30-foot radius aura of terror while you're riding it. And any creature hostile to you that starts its turn in the aura must succeed on a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw, be frightened, blah 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 blah. Frightened creature, blah 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 blah, and then you can't use it for 2 weeks.
How much is that?
The goats. You can buy them separately,
Oh.
but one goat, well, I'll say the traveling goat, the cheapest one, is 750
Okay.
Gold or 1,000?
gold. 750 gold.
I thought he was gonna keep going with numbers. Now I was gonna
No,
be
I
really
know.
concerned.
The traveling goat is
What's the
750.
terror?
The terror, the big goat.
Yeah.
That one is 20,000.
Never mind.
How do you jump from that to that?
Well, there's
One goat
Well,
is a
there's-
mount, and the
yeah.
other goat is a walking tank.
Yeah.
It's an armory that screams.
So a third of our money could go to that if we wanted.
If you want the battle goat,
Alright. And then
Go.
what was the other stuff, like the name?
the dust of sneezing,
Yeah.
the filter of love.
What's that?
The filter of love. Well, it's a potion,
Okay.
and so drinking it. The next time you see a creature within 10 minutes after drinking the filter, you become charmed by that creature for 1 hour. If the creature is a species and gender you are normally attracted to, you regard it as your true love while you're charmed. This potion's rose hue effervescent liquid contains one easy-to-miss bubble shaped like a heart.
Okay. I don't need anybody falling in love with me.
We don't need any more problems.
Are you sure? I mean, if we like,
If I
we get
throw
the right
this
person to drink that,
prayers.
if you break it over Garvia's head,
And then there's the prayer bead of wind walking. It is a very simple necklace with a kind of wind talisman and tube attached to it. And essentially, you can use, break the tube and it will cast wind walk, which is a pretty big spell.
Is it a
It's a
single use?
You and 10 willing creatures you can see within range assume gaseous form for the duration, appearing as wisps of clouds, and with a flying speed of 300 feet.
Whoa.
That.
But
have
you can't
resistance
do anything
to
in
damage
gaseous
from
form.
non-magical weapons. The only actions you can take are dash and to revert to normal. So reverting takes 1 minute, during which the creature is incapacitated and cannot move. Unless you turn into a cloud man, and you get giga speed.
And it's single use or?
This is a single use,
Okay.
but
How
and
it's,
it costs.
the cost for a single use, but with a pretty good spell,
Yeah.
it's pretty expensive. If you have to ask,
Yeah.
I would like to ask just for fun.
50,000.
Oh.
We can afford it.
You can afford it.
How many songs would we have to sing for you to give it to us for free?
Well, I'm quite old. I suppose you'd have to have a song for every other day I have left.
What if we killed you tomorrow? One song.
You
You
can-
don't know
You're
what's
not
coming next.
killing Godwin. You stay away from Godwin.
I'm just saying, do you know the
Hey,
future?
you and me.
Yes.
Let's take a step outside.
Okay.
Can I take you outside real quick?
Can I take you outside real quick?
Fine, I was trying to help.
Hey, they're beating up that cop!
No,
Get her!
Me and Eilwynn are just gonna step outside
Yeah.
and we're just gonna take a breath.
Whoa, wow. This town is so cool.
It is.
Nasani fills
It's
up
really
his
cool.
glass with water
Hey,
and hands it to him.
don't threaten Godwin, okay? He's very powerful. Okay, well let's just sit here on the step and wait for them to be done.
Alright.
Okay. So,
this is really cool alcohol. It's the one Nastani hated.
With water.
You should try it. You can't even taste the alcohol. It's that good.
I like the taste of
Well, it's just really, really potent.
Okay. So, you guys done looking around here? Want to look through the scrolls, or?
I'm not big on scrolls. That's not really my style,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Are there special bolts though?
Bolts. He carries stock bolts, pretty standard ones, but also has some +2 bolts. A bundle of 10 +2. Big bolts. Big bolts. They are for the bundle of 10. It is 10,000.
5 big bolts.
This water
But
was death
each
by-
one will add +2 damage and to hit.
Is this them?
I think I'll have to pass on Goblin this time.
Okay. Yep. All right. It's
Pleasure
also
to see you, Godwin, as always.
of course. I should mention there are 4 potions of healing.
I
How
should probably
much?
get those.
The little one is 37
Gold?
gold. There's a greater for 112,
Get them all.
a superior for 337, and supreme, the jug, for 1,020.
And the lump sum on all of them?
You want to buy them as a group? Make a persuasion check. Haggle.
Tony, where are you when we need you?
Tony would make
If
this.
we buy in bulk.
So you really think you didn't want to hear any songs?
Look,
14.
listen,
14.
It goes
I've tried.
Looks at you.
and he does not respond well to threats. And
Put
the
it-
last time, honestly,
Respond well to threats.
I ruined it for you. The last time I bargained with him, I didn't really fulfill my bargain. So I doubt he would take a bargain
Wow,
from
what
us.
a song is.
You should sing one anyway.
Are there any? Does he have any bullets in stock?
We're
It's just a
outside.
random guy walking by on the street.
So, for the whole thing, I'll charge you 1,400.
14
We'll take it.
1,400?
1400.
Okay, 1,400 for a greater healing potion, a regular, a superior, and a supreme. You got the gambit.
Woo!
So, regular,
Um,
greater, superior, and supreme.
We have
Yep.
all of them.
And
I
asking
would
for.
recommend maybe making sure that like each person has.
Yeah.
I'm putting them all in the bag of holding for now, and we'll
Yeah, we'll
divvy
divvy it
up.
up.
Based off of who dies the most, I say you should get the supreme.
Well, again, it's okay. Listen,
Skill-based
Only-
matchmaking.
only when Felicity is around.
All right, so you just make sure she's not around. I don't.
So I mean,
How many
I
bullets are
don't-
you wanting to buy?
Does he have any silver bullets by chance?
I'll roll for that.
Silver bullets.
No.
Just regular bullets.
Yeah.
What would be the
Silver
recommended
bullet.
amount of bullets?
We're
This is
not
my first time
missing.
purchasing.
I don't think we can hit.
50.
Okay. How much?
50.
Okay, yeah.
Oh. There you go. You can have 50 rounds. There you go. Okay, so mark that off.
Cool. No.
Yeah, they're pretty expensive to make. So,
Well,
any other shopping in this store? Or you guys want to go?
I want
To
to
the
pop in
next
and
one.
say goodbye if we're leaving.
Goodbye, Glenn.
Bye, Godwin!
Thank you,
next time I'll
Godwin.
sing a song.
Sing it now. Flash.
If you already have. Alright, so,
Alright,
heading out.
next door!
Looking for another magic shop? You want to look for something that specializes? Do you want to look for...
Weapons.
I think we should
We have a few who do not have
Yeah.
weapons.
I know a crazy guy.
I'm gonna look for a weapon shop.
He's got the only weapon shop in town. And he's so crazy.
You really
guys
gonna let him
gotta
write that
meet
lore like
guy.
this?
I'm going to say, you guys trust in
I'm
Eilwynn?
going to
or
look for a weapons shop.
You only one? That's you only one to go for.
Is there a map
Make a
anywhere?
perception check. Is there a map? Sure, there's a little city map right here. Like, you are here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a guy handing out pamphlets.
15.
It's one circle
15?
and it's
Okay,
just
so,
houses. I've been working on this map
Um,
for like the last 10 minutes. It's just houses.
You draw stick figures of you, and then your stick bag, and then your wife drowning in a puddle.
So you're looking for a weapon shop.
Yes.
You find a place called Kazo's Forge. It looks like they probably have weapons.
Is this a good place?
It's crazy. Let's go. Let's go. It's so crazy.
Is that the place you're talking about?
For what? Yes, Kazo's. Me and Kazo.
Sounds like a club.
Me and Kazo's up in Kazo's Forge. Let's go.
All right, so you guys stumble into
let's
Kazo's.
go, buddy.
It is a very well put together shop, very meticulously maintained. You see the kind of weapon racks along the wall, very much heavily organized. There's little tags on everything. You see an elderly human who's just kind of reading a book by the desk, hears the door open, closes it, looks up, and immediately just...
Kazo! Kazo! I went over to Brendan's for his juice, man. I got the good stuff, and I got customers this time, and they're ready to... They're here, and how are you?
Did you come back with my money?
Got it. It was 97 gold, right?
100.
I'm gonna slide 3 gold.
Okay.
Well, I have 97 gold. Pockets the 3.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Okay. That is a 15, and I'm gonna use inspiration.
Okay. You really
And
want
that's a 20.
I thought I slid them over to.
What's over
You
there?
start to slide. So what'd you say? 20?
Yeah.
20. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a 15 plus 4.
Give me 1 second. He does not notice you take that. Make a persuasion check.
Mm-hmm. This is not that's 14.
14? Fine. 97.
Yep. Thank you.
Takes it.
You guys love his. He's got great stuff.
Your debt is paid. You may come back to poker night.
Downstairs there's a bar, and after working hours we gotta go. We gotta play some poker. When is it?
Nastani.
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. They got crazy stuff. Put all their weapons on the board.
Nastani is horrible at poker. You should definitely let her
You should
play.
teach me. I've never played before.
I can teach anybody how to play poker.
I'm terrible at it.
Yeah. Have you seen her hold a deck of cards? It's
Terrible
atrocious.
poker face.
Atrocious.
Okay.
Anyway, you guys get some weapons.
All right. So you guys go and look around the shop.
Yep.
Find a great sword or something for Chris.
And then some weapons for Badissa as well.
Okay.
Some cool
maybe a battle
katanas.
There's some pretty interesting items, and things are kind of locally priced too. So the prices are not bad. So, what'd you say? You want 2 katanas?
That wasn't me.
Who said that?
I said that for Badissa.
Okay, so do you want me to just read you everything in the shop, or?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, because I have a list versus looking. There's a +1 blowgun. This is +1 maul, a war hammer, a whip, a +2 spear, a +3 maul. It looks real nasty. There's a dagger of warning, a defender rapier, which is a legendary item. Should be mentioned. There is a light crossbow of warning. A hand crossbow of warning.
That's the one!
Shoots hands.
A maul of warning, morning star, a
Shoot
pike,
your hand.
a short sword, all of warning. A satchel of silver bullets, and a vicious longsword.
How much was that legendary? What does it do? How about some
Rapier.
bullets and the hand cross?
The defending rapier, so it has a +3 bonus to attack, so making it pretty nasty. But the first time you attack with the sword on each of your turns, you can transfer some or all of the sword's bonus to your armor class instead of using the bonus for any attacks that turn. So it can add 3 to your AC if you attack.
Whoa.
Um,
Can I double wield?
You can use it.
Yeah.
So I could use rain and or
Can you
hand.
use? Well, it's a rapier, so it's a one. You can only use the rapier.
Oh.
Let me finish reading the item. For example, you can reduce your bonus to your attack and damage rolls to +1 to gain +2 to AC. The adjusted bonus remains in effect until the start of your next turn, although you must be holding the sword, wielding it, to gain the bonus from it. So, that's a pretty
It's really epic.
Bobo Bananas
It's
item.
pretty
If you can
epic,
use it.
legendary.
It is legendary.
Bobo bananas.
Bobo Bananas, it's a rapier though. So,
What about the hand crossbow?
a warning.
Crossbow, yeah.
The hand crossbow of warning. Bit more on the pricey side.
How much on the price sheet?
30,000.
That's not bad, guys.
Please, Mashani.
We'll have to get the people that need things, their things back.
I should mention the hand crossbow is also +2.
Have a sword.
That's why
You
it's so expensive.
Have a sword that shoots things and a crossbow. A heavy crossbow.
Honey,
That
I don't have a heavy crossbow.
Yes.
you have one that's at least.
Let's get weapons. Let's get weapons for. What'd you say?
Inspiration for the drum.
I bet it's not that heavy.
All right.
We will get the swords from Fugitives and Chris, and then you're next in line to get something.
Where am
I
I?
should have taken flask.
It's not too late. Okay.
Okay. What is that longsword of vicious?
The vicious longsword.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me read that one to you. Oh, I'm waiting for it to load. Okay, so when you roll a 20 on your attack roll, so whenever you crit, the target takes an additional 7 points of the weapon's damage die. And you could dual wield that one. So if you crit with it, you can add another 7 to your damage on top of the double damage. So it's not a plus,
Right.
but it costs about.
So can I ask how dual wielding works? Like in a combat setting? Like
Combat, as long as it's a versatile weapon or
Right.
a light weapon. So like a short sword, you can easily two-hand or
Right.
dual wield. Long sword, you can dual wield because you're a barbarian. So this one would count.
So when I'm attacking,
Two weapon fighting.
right? Am I attacking with both
You
weapons at the
alternate.
same time?
You alternate.
Okay, so if
first
I-
one,
Would be with one, and
I
then the
believe
second
it's
one would
as a bonus action.
as a bonus action, you can use that offhand weapon to
Ah.
attack. So you would get another attack
be. Okay.
with your bonus action if you were to two-wield, dual
I'd
wield.
rather the people that need weapons get weapons first. Though.
That one is 180 gold.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Does he
Speaking
have
of
multiple
which,
of those, or
That's
just
more than I.
I would say yeah. He's got a couple of them.
Wait,
They
what if
seem
we got
pretty-
one of those for Chris?
Yeah, Chris.
Chris
I
had
know
one.
Chris does two weapon fighting,
Yeah.
so we should get him two
Two.
swords.
Can we get 3 so I can have?
Does
one?
he have 3?
I would say he probably has about 8 of these.
Okay,
Oh.
yeah.
They're
Can
pretty just like nice swords. They won't break.
Can we?
How much would all three be?
You want 3 of
Said
them?
it was 120 each, so
180.
180. So 360 in total, right? So 360 for the 3 of them.
For the 3 of them, that'll be 540.
So
But-
400.
You try to haggle them?
Yeah.
Make a perception check. Go for it.
How many songs?
No,
For-
you're not helping. You're not helping. You're not helping.
16.
It's okay.
16. He looks.
I'll sell you 3 for 450.
425.
440.
Deal.
430. No.
440. All right, mark that off.
439 in a song.
And no, I know your songs. We don't need them.
No, well, wait, just wait till.
Does Badissa have a shield already?
I
She
will
does,
be.
doesn't she?
Yeah.
Medusa?
Or no, it got blasted.
Oh,
It got
yeah.
blown. They have shields here.
It got melted.
There's no shields here. You're probably gonna find that in armor.
Godwin
specified
had a shield.
Godwin had a sentient shield.
You guys are
Probably
holding
like
as being
50,000.
just
Yeah.
being a.
This is a weapon shop. You wouldn't specifically look for weapons, but if you want to go look for armor, you're more than welcome to do that too.
What about a sword that's so big you use it as a shield?
Okay, so
He points up to the +3 maul.
what would be the best weapon for Badissa here?
Badissa kind of looking around.
I think she can one hand.
She looks around. She kind of.
Badissa, what would you like?
Well, I have this spear that I stole from that devil, and it's giving me bad vibes. But it's the only one that doesn't break.
We can find something that doesn't break you.
I would like to go purchase a nice set of swords.
Or they're not nice.
There are nice swords, but she wants a set.
Okay, we can find somewhere where there's a set.
If you want, I can take some money and go find it myself.
Perfect.
Do you need any company?
No.
You can go there if you want.
I just wanted to know.
Aren't you?
I just what you.
I don't know. I don't know how to watch all of you guys. She's going off and she's gonna do whatever she wants.
Badissa listens to me, so I can tell her to come
Okay.
right back.
Oh right. Cool. I'm good.
That's what Charlie's for.
Charlie.
I've been here the whole time.
Charlie, do that impression of my
Blah,
wife
blah, blah,
again.
blah, blah.
Go with Vanessa and make her laugh. She does never ever laugh, so make her laugh this time.
Charlie, in your mind, says that. Yes. He's drunkenly shouting at the spear in the corner.
Okay.
Batissa just walks out the door.
Alright, how much am I?
How much are you going to give her? How much you give her will depend on what good of an item she gets for herself.
How good of an item should we give her? Because I feel like she does a lot.
She does do a lot.
She does do a lot.
But if you take 1 gold, I got 1 gold.
Okay,
for you.
so Chris has 2 swords now.
Chris has 2 swords. We've got him taken care of. That's
2
essentially.
What does Urban need?
2 gold for poker night.
He's got the.
I don't think he wants anything else. He
I
has
don't.
the
Yeah,
know.
if we get him anything else, he won't use
Use it. I know.
We have plenty of weapons for Scare. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
Also, he has spells.
He has spells and the Wand of Wonders, which he uses more often than the spells.
I'd give her, honestly, genuinely, I would give her 20,000 or 15,000, 15 to 20.
What do you say? You're thinking about that
She
hand
can get an
crossbow,
armor.
aren't
She
you?
can get swords.
I said 20,000. She'd probably go get herself armor and a shield too, unless you guys find something special.
Go get
I think honestly, we should kid out Badissa.
20,000 for Badissa.
All right, so
Taking
let's
care
kid out
of-
your NPC.
I'm taking care of my.
Yeah, taking care of the child. Okay, so mark that off. And how much are you giving her?
20,000.
20. Cool. Badissa with
So you buy
20,000
you
gold in
something
the big
nice.
city. She's gonna come back.
And we set her off with Charlie?
Do we
Yeah.
have enough for a
Charlie's not
crossbow
really there.
warning? Do we have enough?
How much?
Charlie's still bleeding.
Please, Nistani, I've never asked for anything.
30,000 for the hand crossbow warning?
The +2 hand crossbow at 20. Yeah.
I put down 30,000.
All right, he goes over and gives you a finely crafted Mizumian make
Hand crossbow.
hand crossbow.
Is that something that you just add to my inventory?
I will add that to your inventory. Yeah.
Is there anything else cool that maybe
I read you everything in the shop.
I know.
Oh wait, what about the bullets?
There were silver bullets. if
How
you
much
want.
are the silver bullets?
Well, I bought them off of some guy and thought that they would sell better.
What do you mean, some guy?
Well, some fellow came in and sold them, said he didn't need them.
Give him a perfect description of Silas and ask if that's him.
Was it a guy wearing like this hat and he was like kind of scruffy looking, kind of looked like he had been sleeping in the alley outside?
Roll the d20. Just roll the d20 and tell me for sure. It's not
18.
one. 18. Do you knew him?
I'll take them.
Okay. They're 100 gold
I'm
for
taking-
50.
How many are in the stack?
450. 100 for 50.
Yes. So it was him, yeah? As I'm taking it and putting it in my bag.
You know him? He owes some money.
Did he play poker with him?
Yeah.
How much money does he owe?
Well, considering he robbed us,
I don't know him.
looks at you. A crisp 200,000.
200.
We found this hat on the street.
Make a deception check with disadvantage. Him and that daywalker he's with.
Hey man, this is getting crazy. He's a homeless guy and you making them pay for his stuff?
You know him too?
Skippy Wimpy? Yeah, he came over here and we had some drinks.
He ignores. You got the heat off you. What'd you get?
Oh, I got a 10.
Anyway.
If we ever see him, we'll tell him to come back and pay his debts.
Same with the daywalker.
He owes me a song, so.
So, Anything else you guys are looking for in this shop?
I don't
No.
think so.
I
How much treasurer? How much is our funds at?
Technically 8,000.
Our company bank account?
Technically, I had some money before that, so we are still good. So there's a silver
Is it
bullet.
2?
The rapier. Wasn't there a rapier that was really cool?
Yeah, there's the legendary rapier, the defender rapier.
That was 40,000.
No, I didn't tell you the price on that.
What was
What
the
was
price on that?
12.
$12?
I got
Who would
you.
use it?
12,000.
I can use it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Look,
It'd be really good.
I
for
have
us.
an unbreakable rapier. If I trade
So-
this in, I'm paid difference.
So you want store credit
Sure.
for a base enchantment rapier?
I know it'll if it just takes a little bit off, it's fine.
I'll give you 100 gold for it.
Okay.
Give it to him?
Hey, can I get the?
Who are you looking at?
I'm in charge here.
You get
yes.
Get that. Get the
Get
rapier.
that.
You
Get
have
the
bought
rapier, get the
everybody
rapier.
else's things. Buy the rapier.
Okay. I exchanged the rapier.
Okay.
And
You have the money for it?
Yeah.
How much money you got left?
I have 38,000 left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
I already had money left.
cough up the 12,000,
Cough it up.
and he gives you the defender rapier.
Wait, so if I exchanged the rapier, and then I got that, that would. Be
It was 12,100, so it pans out even to 12,000. So you buy the rapier, and I can add that to your inventory, and it is a very cool item, but you must attune to it.
Okay.
So.
I got a tune for you.
All right, so
Do we want to get armor or any more? Like, do we want to see if there's any other enchanted like amulets,
What
necklaces,
time is it?
rings?
Well,
it's like almost
I
noon.
really needed to get a shield.
Oh my
and
God.
I have so much time to kill.
Owen?
Don't know.
Hey, enjoy the downtime before the next Moon Man comes and tries to decapitate one with a cannon.
Moon Man?
Can we go to like a tea shop or like something?
I'd love to
for
go to a tea
breakfast?
shop.
Is there a tea
Ooh,
shop?
I know the best tea shop.
I'm gonna look at the map again and look
It's
for like a breakfast,
crazy in
like a
there.
breakfast.
I'm
spot.
holding the map
Sure.
upside down.
Gwen does it.
Do you see the picture I put on the bottom of that map?
This is not your map. I took this from the city.
I still put pictures.
You
of it.
stole it from this.
Yeah. Easy
When
enough,
are you
also,
gonna
you guys
learn
find
a
the tea
thief is
shop.
gonna thief?
Yeah, so you find the tea shop, Kata's, sure. And
Right.
if you want to,
Havas.
Kada,
Oh,
K-A-D-A.
K-A-D-A. I was way off.
That's okay. Everything's spelled weird. Don't try to spell that Dragonborn's name. But so you go inside.
D-R-A-G.
Okay, alright.
Brag.
In the tea house.
You go to the tea house. You guys having a nice meal?
I would say we get a nice meal, and then I would also like to get some like tea leaves to go.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I would say for a meal, and how many tea leaves are you want? You want like a big bundle, or
I would like a big one.
okay.
If I can.
The British.
If I can.
For a simple meal and a nice meal,
We'll be split.
we'll say 5 gold
Oh gosh, we're really
for
breaking
enough
the
tea to
bank.
last you 3 months.
T months.
Can I understand?
Yes,
I never asked for anything.
You just asked me for a hand crossbow.
Today is my one asking day in the year.
Well, can I have one?
Yes,
Oh,
day breakers.
I never asked
You
for
say yes
anything
to me.
ever.
It's my asking
Today,
day
when you
too.
said, Jake, can I
Is
go
there
to the
anybody of
pizza by
interest in the tea
myself?"
shop?
Make a perception check.
Just
I'm here.
out of
My
curiosity.
personal money right now is 45 copper.
Or even outside.
We
like,
both,
Just
that's our
around,
ritual. We make tea together.
Oh,
Of course it's
well.
going to get us tea.
7.
7. You see a couple members of the Kenzu, the local guard, and you see a few of the Kenzoku soldiers as well with them, but nothing.
Nothing else.
What does the moon
They're
look
with
like
me,
right
don't
now?
The sun.
Guys, it's so bright.
Don't look at it.
Icarus goes blind.
It could be a
Cannon.
Icarus, you can't fly. Don't fly towards the
Stop,
sun.
stop.
It could be a lunar
I mean, we
eclipse
all
at
stared
any
at the
second.
eclipse last night, so. Like,
It's a
nobody
lunar. It's a
really
lunar.
knows.
Lunar. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
why
so
you're
lunar, so
staring at it
it's
2
okay.
months.
So, all right. You guys have a nice meal.
Your life
Yeah.
turned into the moon.
Now let's find a magic sword.
That's rough, buddy.
And
This
also-
eventually
I was
catches
just
up with you guys with
She tricked out.
a very nice kind of backpack, and She is no longer wearing the tattered city guard armor. It seems that she pawned it off or got rid of it. But she still has the shattered sword by her side. But she just seems to have the backpack.
Get some good things?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. You all set for...
Do you have any change or did you
Oh,
spend?
yes. She gives you 7,000 change. I found a guy and he sold it to me for really cheap.
What did he give you?
Well, I got this cool backpack.
What's in the backpack?
So much.
What's in the backpack?
Was it a kobold?
Well, what's it called?
Do you have weapons?
A little lizard man?
It was a lizard man. I wouldn't say he was like small.
Did you get swords?
Yeah, I got everything.
You got a shield?
Yeah, no.
You still need a shield.
It would be nice.
Okay, we're going to find a shield.
Did you talk to Skimpy Wimpy?
No. My question is
Oh no. She talked to Skimpy Wimpy.
You started to talk like
that's
Jar Jar
so
Binks.
bad.
You also talk to Skimpy Whip. You a big dude.
Oh
I'm
my.
more worried that he talked to a kobold that likes to steal things off of dead bodies.
Medusa seems to have gotten items, and
Can we
Alright.
see what's in your
I
backpack?
can tell you
Melissa?
right now.
I'll unpack it tonight if you want.
Perfect.
It's all just packed up
Maybe
nice.
when we're not on a city street.
We'll find you a shield.
You don't want to open anything from Skimpy Wimpy in the light of day.
I'm gonna find an armory.
Okay. All right, is everybody else going to look for the armor too?
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah.
Who wants to make perception checks?
I will.
Everybody make them.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Everybody, go look. Go to the streets.
Come in,
Gaze
20
upon.
20 for
See,
Snapchat.
oh, your
Natural
finger!
twenty?
I was moving it!
Okay, 20.
Yo.
22.
22.
Yes.
24.
Okay, 24.
9.
When you see Skimpy Wimpy,
No.
the kobold crawls back into the sewer.
Guys, I know where to find a
You
shield!
see Skimpy Wimpy.
Is that
You
him?
immediately go insane.
That's what we're
Already
already
going
yeah.
insane.
It turns out he was tortured by real demons. Okay, so Icarus, looking about, there is a few different forges, a few different mercantile places. Are you looking to buy directly from the source or someone who's been procuring them? So the 24, you get that option.
I mean, the source would be higher quality, I imagine, but maybe more expensive.
I imagine it would be cheaper at the source.
It would be cheaper.
Go to the
Cheaper
source.
at the
Go to
source.
the source.
But the merchants might have something more quality. So,
I think we go to the source.
Go to the source. If we don't find anything, we go to the merchant.
Okay, sure.
all right. So going for an armor shop.
Boop-a-doo.
Did I do that right? Very, very cool. Very, very cool. I did not. Give me 1 second. Please stop. Please, please, God. Please.
I'm going to bargain. Please.
I'm going to beg to differ.
Or
Then beg.
Rolling for Skimpy Wimpy.
okay, so this place, as you go to, what was that?
Hey, if you guys haven't followed at the Wayward 7,
Thanks for vamping. People never do that for me.
then go ahead and type Skimpy Wimpy in the comments and we'll know exactly how important you are to us.
Funny
All
enough,
or nothing.
inspiration.
All or nothing. We'll also know if you've been watching all of this or nothing.
Leave a comment right now.
If you're
time to
still
spell.
here, I'd say all.
Yeah.
If
You're
you're
watching
not,
a shop right
We're
now.
2 hours into shopping, so.
Yeah, right. That's okay.
shout out
Leave
to
a
you.
comment spelling that Dragonborn's name.
Yeah,
I've
I
already
want to see
forgotten it.
everybody's.
D-R-A.
He's a doctor.
Dr. Dragon.
Dr. Commander.
Sorry, Will.
Dr.
What were you
Dragon.
gonna do? You seemed like you knew what you were doing.
No, it's okay. So as you head over to this forge, it doesn't really have a proper like named shop. It's kind of just it's a forge. There's armor
that's
for
the
sale
best
in
thing.
the
It's like those
window.
local restaurants that just say restaurant.
Yeah, it's pretty much
Or
pretty
if you're like a
straightforward.
Chinese shop where it's like a very old.
But
thing with
inside, Icarus, as you spotted this, there is quite the selection here. All of this is handmade by what you can see is there's an older kind of orcish blacksmith, kind of very tediously over in the corner, and he is kind of weaving together ring mail, and kind of looks up, takes the spectacles off. Can I help you?
Yes, we're looking for high quality shield for a soldier.
Have a look around.
I'm gonna.
I will have a look around.
Okay, so does he have a shield? Oh, he does have a shield. He does, in fact, have two shields.
Alright, I got 2 gold. So this is gonna work
we're
out
going in
just
the right
fine.
direction.
And 2 songs.
Someone using some of that Terrence math.
I got way more songs.
So there's quite the selection here, but specifically shields.
Shield specific.
There's a +3 shield, which seems to be one of the nicest. It's simple. It's a buckler, but it looks like it has a lot of stopping power as it has kind of tapping. It has this beautiful resonance with it.
But this is like a kid in a candy shop.
But this is like just.
But is it? Are there any?
There's more if you want
Yes.
to hear more.
Are there any?
Are there any shields? Yes.
Are there any thoughts?
There's an.
Please.
There appears to be a more crystalline shield with a small kind of gold brooch in the middle, and this is an animated shield. So
Animation?
yeah, well, while holding the shield, you can speak the command word as a bonus action
It
to
allows
cause
her
it
to
to
do a Sailor
animate,
Moon transition.
and the shield leaps into air and hovers in your space to protect you as if you were wielding it, leaving you hands-free.
That's pretty sick.
The shield remains animated for a minute until you use a bonus action to end the effect, or until you are incapacitated or die, which the shield falls to the ground in your hands, or into your hand if you have a free one. So, yeah, it's a very nice shield, and it adds 2 to your armor class.
I did not
And
hear
because you technically don't wield it, anybody can wield it.
If we gave that to her, she'd have 23 AC.
She could get 2 shields.
Wait.
She could do
You have to attune to it.
I
But-
want. Okay. What would that do anything for my AC?
Does she have dual shielding?
Dual shielding? Dual shielding is a very
Wait.
popular thing.
What would that
How
do
much?
for my AC?
How much is that?
The animated shield is 6,000.
I don't know what to do.
Or
What's
actually,
it?
hold on. Wait.
It would, I mean, it would do +2 to your AC.
Oh,
It was
plus
no,
two,
sorry.
that's what I was
It
wondering.
is
yeah.
3,900.
Oh, that's not even bad.
For the animated shield?
Mm-hmm.
For
How much for the buckler?
For the buckler, it is 15,000
15,000 for the buckler.
Only
because it is
15?
arguably the best shield you could ever buy.
So buckler for Vanessa?
They both start
And there's a
with
sentinel shield here too.
What's the sentinel?
Sentinel shield is giving me trouble.
Sorry. Alright, but I didn't hear anything about a Sailor Moon transition during the anime shoot.
I can do that.
Oh, anime shield might not be it,
I
guys.
don't know if you heard that.
I have it on my book, but it's the one book that I've lost.
It's okay.
So, while holding the shield, you gain advantage on initiative rolls and perception checks. There's a large eye at the center.
Icarus.
So,
I'm pretty sure I'm at my spending limit for the day.
also, do you have proficiency with shields?
No.
Ah.
I could use the animated one though.
So,
Yeah, that's the thing too.
the animated one, wait, the first one was the buckler, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Buckler was 1,500.
15,000.
1500?
1,500.
Yeah, 15.
The buckler,
I think it's 15,000.
15,000.
Oh, I
You get 1,500 for it.
that's why I was like, I was like 1,500.
15,600.
Get that.
There's lots of armor though in here too, as well.
Is there some really classy light armor?
Like something like red.
Start from the top of the
Specifically
list.
for the sake of time, anything better than normal studded leather.
Yeah, there's +2 leather. There's
You remember a minute ago when I said I was at my spending
there's
limit?
actually a +3 leather.
You rascal.
Adamantine chain shirt. Which is
Kill a
pretty-
robot for that.
Good reference, inspiration. It took me a second. Just so you know, the chain shirt is medium armor. But just so you know about the adamantine stuff, you cannot be critted while wearing it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So there's also adamantine plate.
How much is the adamantine?
The chain shirt is 357.
Oh, that's not bad.
I can buy medium.
There's also adamantine splint armor.
What's splint armor?
Splint armor is, I think the best way to describe it would literally like be samurai armor.
I can be
Is
a
it
samurai!
heavy or medium?
Splint is heavy.
It's heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about the plus leather armors?
There's +2, +3.
And the price on each of those?
The +2 leather will run you about 4,000, a little under that, so 3,910. And then the +3 is pretty expensive at 15,000.
1,000?
Yep. But there's also, just looking through the other stuff, there's Mariner studded leather in case you really need to swim good. There is 2 sets of mithril plate mail.
Mithril?
Yeah, mithril plate mail, which is super nice. It's plate mail, but you do not have disadvantage on stealth checks, as well as, or have a strength requirement.
But that's
So
heavy?
it is heavy.
No, that's more than I think.
And there is legendary armor here too.
Yeah, back.
I don't have legendary money.
Yeah, well, legendary. Yeah, right. It is plate armor, so I think none of you can do that, but it'll turn you ethereal. Anyway,
No.
there's scale mail of damage resistances, cold, lightning, psychic, and then there's splint armor of poison resistance, splint armor of psychic resistance, and studded leather armor of thunder resistance.
What are we thinking?
Thunder.
Priority is a shield.
Huh?
Priority right now is a shield.
Did you already
So
get
there was
book?
the 15,000 one.
Mm-hmm.
There was the 6,000. The animated was
Animated was 3,900.
3,900.
And then the Sentinel was...
The Sentinel shield is 13,000.
And there's more shields than that, right?
There's like normal shields, but these are the best shields that he has.
So what are the wielding rules for the animated one?
The animated one is a hands-free.
It's hands-free all the
You
time.
just use
It's-
an action to
It
activate
starts
it.
as a brooch.
Oh.
You speak the command word,
Oh.
it pops out and will automatically try and deflect things.
That's so sick.
So it's
It's
a literal
one of my favorite items.
Badissa.
So
It's
sick.
just Badissa in shield form.
It's a brooch dissa.
Yeah. It'll add +2 to your AC while it's up.
If-
I don't care who gets it, we have to buy it.
I was gonna say,
I
who has
fine.
the lowest AC?
What's your AC?
18.
What's yours?
Mine's 19. You should do it.
Mine is 17, and that's with my armor.
No, you should do it.
2 shields, Badissa and Brochdissa.
Brooch dissa.
Okay, so which ones are you buying?
Technically, I could buy both that and the 15,000 one.
Good.
I have a question. Does he have multiple of the animated or just the one?
Just the one.
Okay.
Just the one.
And you have to attune to it, I think.
You do have to attend to it.
So,
It's okay. You just go to sleep.
For sure.
Y'all
so
gonna go to
15,000, and then the animated one was 3,000. No,
3,000.
3,900.
3,900. Yeah, I think they're gonna do it.
I think you should buy this, and then we should all go like hang out.
You have to hang out.
I got one more class, and it's 2 p.m. What is it?
So you guys spent a while at lunch and, you know, looking around for different kind of, going to the forges versus the market district. You've moved around. It's getting to be dusk.
Oh, thank God. I drink my 3rd and final flask.
Okay. Not a sober moment.
No.
So-
Sobriety's for tomorrow.
For poker night.
Oh no.
Okay, so you guys buy anything?
I'm gonna buy the animated shield, and I think I'm also gonna buy the
Mark off 39,000.
They're 900.
3,900.
We play these tricks on each other. You catch me, I sometimes catch you.
Okay. And then the 15,000 one was the
For the +3 shield, the buckler, That is 15,600.
Just
15,600.
Oh, that was just 15.
Yep, 15,600.
What do I do?
I have 45 copper.
We don't even know what she has in her backpack.
What she has.
She did say she needs a shield.
Yeah.
Does he have shields that will just like not break?
No, unfortunately.
Okay. So it's like the step from like basic to awesome is like.
I would say you know the technically the sentinel shield is a common item. It's just very hard to acquire, as they require a bit more effort to make.
I have a +1 shield. Can I exchange that in exchange for the buckler and pay the difference as well? Stall credit.
Make a persuasion check.
Inspiration.
I have inspiration. I'm gonna use it.
Okay.
Save it.
Save it for poker night.
for poker
Inspiration.
night.
Oh my
Never
It went
mind,
from
do
like a 9 to a 7 to an 8. Which would total.
Inspiration.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I'll make it back.
Okay, that we can work with.
I'm
19.
good for
no,
it.
No, not 19. 21.
21.
It's a +1 shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll let me double check. He'll take 2,000 off the price.
So it would be
13,600.
13,600.
13,600.
You pay the 600, I'll pay the 13. I'm gonna go for it.
Okay, so are you buying it?
Yes, I'm buying it.
Okay, great. Mark that off. Get rid of the other shield. Okay, so you guys have bought items.
Yep.
Anything else? End of the day, you guys want to go find a tavern and
I mean, again, I have no room to volunteer money.
I would just, I mean, I if there is a place to find like enchanted
Like a magic shop.
rings or
Is there a magic shop?
I would say things are closing down by this point. So if you want to try tomorrow,
Do it tomorrow.
Try again
It's
tomorrow.
way too long of a time.
Can I add the animated shield to my inventory?
if you can, go for it. If not, I will add it into my games. Cool. So you guys find a tavern, call it a night.
Yep.
What's the name of this tavern?
I'm so glad
the
you asked.
floppy leg,
No.
Floppy foot.
It's Skinky Winkies.
the floppy arm.
We better not be going to Skinky Winkies.
It's the Skimble Shanks dining.
There's a song that plays there. I know it because people have traveled and sang it to me at the in Haras.
What's that one?
I said,
Skimble Shank.
yeah, there's a song that's from that bar.
It's called Tinky's Tavern. Yeah.
Oh,
Tinky's Tavern?
Tinky's
Mhm.
Tavern.
It's better than Twinkie's
Alright,
Tavern
let's
across the way.
Settle down in Tinky's
sure,
Tavern.
Sure. He led you there. You go inside. All the kobolds look at you. There's maybe about 30. And the bartender is scrubbing down. What you tall folk want?
We want a tall room.
You think I'm tall?
The nearest kobold looking a foot up. They're huge.
You guys have room that for like bigger than you?
Maybe. You good for the gold?
I'm always good for the gold.
They go back to what they're doing.
Okay, cool.
So, you guys get in a room?
Yes.
How many rooms?
2.
2 rooms.
Chris can sleep on the floor. He's done it before.
We only can get 2 because Charlie has to stay one. I have to stay the other.
Yeah.
Okay, so getting 2?
Yes.
Yep.
Alright, that'll charge you 5 gold each. So, 10 gold.
I can't pay that, so you guys are gonna have to.
Okay, so, you guys,
We're just big spenders today.
big spenders, right? Yeah. Alright.
That's what happens when we have a shopping episode.
Right.
Where we're not, exiled from the city. So
Yeah,
we're like, we
right?
can buy things! Quick! Buy
Quick,
things!
quick!
Buy!
So, as you all
It's a bar
stay
market.
in Tinky's Tavern,
Oh yeah.
you all, for once, have a nice long rest.
Yay!
And we'll end tonight's game there.
Oh, that's such
Pick
a nice
up.
ending.
Next time, when maybe the moon will fall and kill everybody.
Oh yay!
Just like,
Hey, don't spoil it.
sorry.
Would be the first time a Zelda game took your ending.
Yeah, right? So, I think we'll end it there, but before we go,
Go all in or nothing. but I prefer all in,
Mhm.
and that means subscribe, turn on the notification bell, leave a like, leave a comment, and tell us.
Yeah.
I already
Yeah.
used the one. I already used the one earlier.
Yeah.
Go
Tell
play
us how you're
poker and go
feeling.
all in.
Tell us how
No,
you're feeling
don't
right
play
now.
poker.
Just tell me how you're
Don't play
feeling.
poker.
Yeah, and also follow us on our.
Social medias at the Wayward 7.
Unless you want me to give you nothing.
Exactly.
Right. Okay. I think both sides here are unused to the lack of death. But
What's
we'll
happening, guys?
catch you guys
Oh,
next
why?
time on
The
The Way.